Kelsey Grammer did not receive an Emmy award for his performance in the show Boss, right? And he did receive a Golden Globe. A lot of people have said that it is a great show and that he totally deserved the Emmy. So when he was on The Tonight Show, he explained why he felt that he didn't receive the Emmy. He says, yeah, it's hard to figure. It may have to do with several things, honestly, but I think it's possible. I mean, I am a declared out-of-the-closet Republican in Hollywood. So he's basically indicating, I'm conservative, I'm a Republican, and Hollywood doesn't like that. So I didn't get the award.
So I have many things to say about this. First of all, the whole thing about Hollywood being liberal is half true, right? So of course a lot of the actors, et cetera, are liberal. And in fact, some of the big guys like Katzenberg, who ran a studio, et cetera, he's also liberal. Steven Spielberg, who's a very rich director, also gives to democratic causes. So that part of it is true. The other half of it is entirely untrue. The giant movie companies are giant companies. They're not at all liberal. In fact, Bob Iger, who runs Walt Disney Company, went in front of Congress the other day and cried about, oh, corporate taxes are too high. They hardly pay any taxes, okay? And in fact, effective tax rate for corporations in the US is among the lowest in the world. And the Walt Disney Company made $7.3 billion last year. And still, taxes, nonsense. And SOPA, that's the Stop Online Piracy Act, totally conservative move. It's because they're corporations, of course. So, you know, when actors say, oh, I can't get a job in Hollywood, you know, because I'm liberal, because I'm conservative, I should say. It's ridiculous. The guys hiring you are oftentimes incredibly conservative. Like, so when Stephen Baldwin complains about that, like, oh, come on, dude, here's what's costing you jobs in Hollywood. You suck at acting, right? And I'm being a little harsh. I liked him in The Usual Suspects, etc., right? But he's got a lot of issues. Now, Kelsey Grammer, on the other hand, is a terrific actor, right? And I'm biased here because I watch Boss, and if I was on the selection committee, of course I'd watch the other shows and the other actors and stuff, but I'm telling you, sight unseen, I'd be like, Kelsey Grammer, Kelsey Grammer, Kelsey Grammer. He is awesome in that show.
You know, just to add on to everything that you said earlier about how it's impossible that he didn't get nominated because he's a conservative, he's received 14 Emmy nominations in the past. It's not like, oh, this is the one opportunity I had to get an Emmy nomination and they decided not to do it because I'm conservative.
So there's some, you know, nuance to that. So, and he's won 5 Emmys, right? Now, he says that he came out of the closet as a Republican in 2006 and hasn't won any Emmys since, right? That's a little conspiratorial.
I think so too. I mean,
I feel like I knew that Kelsey Grammer was conservative for a long time.
I know. That's what I'm a little. I feel that that's totally questionable.
I think that's like a little revisionist history in terms of the timing, etc. Anyway, Kelsey, look, you got a great show. You've already got 5 Emmys.
Who cares?
Bring it down, dude. Bring it down with the conspiracy theory.
With Kelsey Grammer at the point in his career that he's in right now, like, does another Emmy nomination really change anything if he's already won 5 Emmys? I know that it's an ego thing, right?
It is. And the funny thing is, like, I'd criticize him and I'd say, you know, like,
just let it go.
I mean, you're so rich. That Frasier made him so much money, right? And what do you care? Take a load off, dude. Have some fun. Go vacation with all your money and all that stuff, right? Now, having said that, it'd probably burn me up too. I'm keeping it real because, look, he was phenomenal in that series. Now, Jay Leno made a good point, which is, hey, you know what?
You're on Starz.
You're on Starz, and it's a lesser-known network. I know that people who are on lesser-known cable networks wouldn't have any trouble getting press.
None at all.
Okay, so I feel his pain there, but that might have been a little bit more relevant factor.
I mean, on the same point you guys are making, keep it real. Hollywood is one of those finicky industries. There's people that don't get on because, oh, you weigh too much. Oh, you look a little old. Or just people get blackballed and you have no idea why. There's people that haven't shown up in anything for decades and we don't know what happened to them. So it's, you know, again, calm down, you're working. Fucking Emmy, you're working in Hollywood. I mean, there's a lot of people that wish they were still working in Hollywood.
By the way, just one other thing. If I was on that committee, I probably wouldn't give him the nomination.
Really?
Yeah, that's why I'm not on a committee, and I'm glad I'm not because I'm totally.
Wow,
I
worst.
don't like Kelsey Grammer as a person.
See, that's funny. So that totally proves Kelsey's point.
But look, I'm not in that. I'm not doing that for a career. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, from a personal standpoint, if someone said, "Hey, can you be on the Emmy committee tomorrow?" I'd be like, "Sure." And if I saw Kelsey Grammer's name, I'd be like, "Yeah, you're a dick.
Okay, I take it all back.
Yeah.
Kelsey, you were right.
Sorry.
So that's entirely possible.
Yeah.
And
So,
it's
I mean-
not the executives voting, to be fair to them, right? It is more the actors, directors, etc.